What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. My name is Jeffrey of Chef Jeffrey's Kitchen. If you're enjoying the content and you'd like to see more, please subscribe and hit that bell notification icon. Okay, so you binged, right? Or you fell off. You're wondering how to get back on track. Before we get into exactly how to get back on track, I want to focus on why we fell off in the first place. Was it because there was temptation around us that we could not resist? Is the current plan that we're following too restrictive? Or do we have a bad plan set up in place? Do we have poor planning skills or bad planning skills set in place? People talk about the 5 P's, right? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. It's corny, but those 5 P's are super important. So that's why meal prepping for the week can be super helpful. If you plan on working out, planning which days you're gonna work out, having accountability partners that you work out with. And if you can't work out with anybody, just maybe having that accountability partner over the phone. Hey, what's up? Did you hit your workout today? Yes, I did. Hey, what's up? Did you follow your plan today? Your meal plan, your macros, did you hit them today? Cool, yes, I did. All right. Sounds weird, but I have friends like this, an accountability partner set up that help me stick to the plan. All right. Another thing why you may be falling off is there is a lot of temptation around you. Now, this is something you cannot avoid. You're gonna be going to birthday parties, you're going to be going to social gatherings, you're going to be going to places where there's food, and there's usually unhealthy food around you. So how do you avoid the temptation? The question is, do you need to avoid the temptation? What if you planned around this event? Hold on for a sec. Let's dive into this a little bit. Let's say that I know I'm going to a birthday party later, and the birthday party is at a spot where they serve pizza, and I know for a fact I'm gonna want to have some pizza. So rather than sitting there with a fucking Tupperware and a shaker cup and looking down on everybody that's eating pizza and saying, wow, look at how perfect and planned out I am, look at how restrictive I'm being, and I'm being good. Rather than doing that shit, because that'll turn you into a fucking weirdo real quick, social outcast amongst your friends, you'll be kind of a laughing stock. Rather than doing that shit, a good thing to do is figure out your macros for the day and punch in those couple slices of pizza that you want to have, fit them into your macros. Okay, and if you don't know how to do that, I'll have a separate video on how to plan and track macros. But that's one way to do it, right? Fit them in your macros, okay? Another way to do it is to limit your calories, because you know you're going to have a high calorie meal. So limit your calories during the day, and then from there, just make sure that you don't eat a whole lot when you get there. Have a couple slices of pizza. You can fill your plate with mostly salad if they have like a salad bar, or mostly vegetables, low calorie vegetables and fruit and stuff like that. And then have a couple slices of pizza on the plate. And then you make a rule to yourself. You say, I'm having 1 plate and then I'm done. This makes it super easy to go to social gatherings. It's called the 1 plate rule. You fill up your food with 1 plate. And if you want to put some dessert on there, you can have a couple pieces of dessert. You know, have a couple cookies or a piece of cake on there, or half a piece of cake, whatever you want to do. After that 1 plate, you're done. And this will help you from binging. This will stop you from binging, because we both know that if you just plan, oh, hey, I'm just gonna have 1 slice, by the time that slice is done, you've already talked yourself into having another slice. And then maybe the next time after that, after an hour or 2, you have 2 slices. And then after that, you have a couple brownies. And then after that, you're like, oh, I'm walking around, I see some cookies over there, I'm gonna have a couple. All right, so by the time you left that party, now you're in the hole, 1,000 calories over your budget, and you completely went all out and forfeited the plan, all right? Which we've all been there. Don't beat yourself up for doing it. We've all done it. And the most important thing is that you get back on track. So let's say you wake up after a night of binging, such as I explained just now. You want to stay consistent. You want to step on the scale. One thing I would recommend is that you actually do not step on the scale, because nothing good is going to happen when you step on that scale. You're not going to be proud of yourself. You're just going to beat yourself up more, and it'll probably be another day of either binging or restricting if you're prone to that. Don't step on the scale, all right? But plan for this day to be a better day than you had yesterday. All right, so plan your day out, prep your meals for the day, punch what you need to eat into MyFitnessPal, and then stick to what you put in MyFitnessPal. And if you want to change some things around and play with some things, then you can. All right, this is all a trial and error process, guys. Just remember the fact that no one perfect meal, one perfect day, or one imperfect day ever made or broke anyone's progress. So going over 1,000 calories one day, maybe the next day you hit it perfect. Neither one of those days is going to give you a six-pack or get you shredded or help you hit that deadlift or help you lose that 80 pounds before your wedding. None of that stuff is going to really matter in the long run. We're looking at the sustainable long process of weight loss. If we want it to be sustainable and we want to do it in a way that we're not like social outcasts and be weirdos packing Tupperwares around and drinking our protein shakes all the time. If we want to do it in a sustainable way that's mindful and that we don't obsess about, because if you're like me, then you actually have like an obsession around food, around the scale, around what you're gonna eat, when you're gonna eat it, and just stop overthinking everything. I actually like the precision nutrition measurements where they talk about a palm of protein, a fistful of veggies, a cupful of complex carbohydrates or whatever carbohydrates you like, and then a thumb of fat at every meal. And this method actually works really well. So if you've ever tried it, it actually works really well, and it kind of helps you to do it without tracking macros and calories all the time. Okay, so if you want to take a break from tracking, let's say you're at the end of your cut and you just want to try it out. Let me know how it works for you. So anyways, guys, this is how to get back on track after a binge. Pretty much, long story short, you just get back on track. The next meal, the next day, the next hour, whatever it is, don't beat yourself up, because when you beat yourself up, one day of binging can turn into two days of binging can turn into 3. And then before you know it, you're saying, oh, I'll start again on Monday. I'll restart it on Monday. And we've all done that shit. And it prolongs the process so much. And by the end of it, by the end of 6 months to a year, you've made little to no progress. And that is so frustrating because you feel like you've been on top of it and consistent. But if you were to check off the days that you were actually consistent on a calendar, it's probably less than 50% of the time. That's another tool and strategy you can use as well, is get yourself a whiteboard calendar and actually check off the days that you were consistent and followed the plan, and put an X on the days that you were not. It'll actually help to see how consistent you've been, and it's almost like a psychological accountability trick for yourself. It helps to hold yourself accountable. So try that out. Let me know how that works for you. I've got more videos coming every single week, guys. I'm gonna be uploading 1 to 2 videos every single week. So give this video a big thumbs up for me, because I'm a small channel and I'm trying to grow and I'm trying to help as many people as I can. So I really appreciate any comments you leave. I always answer my comments, any likes that you give the video, and any new subscribers that I get. I really appreciate you guys. And yeah, man, we'll get back at it at another video, all right?